Alexa, tell me a fat joke.
What happens when Dwayne Johnson and a pig give you a hug? You're stuck between the rock and a lard place.
Rude. But true. Greetings, comrades. This is Caleb back with another unboxing video. And yeah, as you saw in the beginning, this unboxing kind of relates to the Echo Dot I recently got. And I will admit, Alexa is a pretty useful tool. And I wasn't sure if that triggered or not, because every time you say ALEXA, it'll activate and it'll wait for a response from you or a question from you, and they'll answer it. But yeah, I got something to kind of coincide with that, and I'm waiting for another part. It's basically a stand for it, but won't come until tomorrow. I'm not going to do an unboxing of that. But I decided to get myself an Echo Show 5. I mainly got this because it was on sale. There's also an 8-inch version, but it's a bit more expensive, and it's a lot more than I need it for because, well, I mainly want to use this as a replacement for my alarm clock. And naturally, it's going to do a lot more than an alarm clock, as you can probably tell if you already own one of these. You already know what this is about. So, 3rd generation. Yeah. So, 5.5-inch smart display plus ALEXA. Enjoy your favorite music and video calls with deeper bass and clearer sound. Manage your morning routine with alarms and timers. Check your calendar and weather at a glance. Watch the news. Or use a built-in camera to look in on your home while you're out. Or watch me sleeping naked. Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to see that. You'll dip your eyes in hydrochloric acid if you saw that. Yeah, got the smart display. That. Yeah, 2-megapixel camera with built-in shutter. Oh, so it's marginally worse than the one on my phone. Bluetooth, hands-free. Okay, microphone and camera on and off button. What's in the box? Echo Show 5, 3rd gen, power adapter, Ring doorbells and cameras sold separately. Setup is simple and requires Wi-Fi. Okay. See and do more. Yeah, we already know how Alexa works. And yeah, just again, something to replace my alarm clock. And I'm actually keeping that alarm clock because it holds sentimental value to me. Because, well, it was a gift commemorating my 5-year anniversary of working at my job. Yeah, an alarm clock for a gift. Go figure. But hey, I'll choose a different gift this time around because I'm good on everything else. So it'll just be some piddly stuff depending on what they offer. Anyway, so no knife this time around because, well, it's just this. I do have an upcoming short later on. I ordered another 360 game off eBay, and it's a game I've been looking for a while now and couldn't find it in any of my local game stores. But I'll show that off when it gets here. And here it is. I will admit, when I got the box, it was a little smaller than I thought, but again, it's about the size of your average alarm clock, which is, again, what I'm mainly using it for, as a power adapter. And here is the Echo Show itself. Again, there is a larger model with an 8-inch screen, but I wanted this one because A, it was on sale, and B, it was more than a good size for my needs. And there it is. You can see my bald head right behind the camera there. But yeah, looks pretty good. There's that camera. And the side, you got your microphone on and off, I'm assuming. Get the volume and this is the mic off. This is, I'm guessing for the camera, I'm not sure. So there's an outlet for the power. Okay, important information. You know, usual stuff. And you got your quick start guide. Might as well look through that. Let's see. So it has the same light bar as Echo Dot. Okay, so that's good. Now, I'm not sure if you can leave it on, like to show the time at all times, like your typical alarm clock, but I'll see if I can set it up. Because again, it's a smart screen, so I could probably set it up through the Echo thing itself. So I guess we'll find out. Yeah, pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same thing as the Alexa Echo Dot. But it does show you the diagram everything. So there's the microphones. It says microphones. So there's multiple microphones apparently around here. Got the camera, as they pointed out, the light bar. Apparently it's under the screen. Okay. Okay, so that's a camera shutter. I'm not sure why I need a camera shutter for my alarm clock, but okay. Volume up and down, microphone, camera, power port. Okay. Have Wi-Fi, raspberry, phone, yeah. So yeah, I'm going to set this up and we'll see how it works. All right, so it took a little time to set this thing up. Had to scroll through a few things to skip the Amazon Prime music membership, Audible, stuff like that, and took some time to get used to the interface and know how to access the settings and whatnot. But this thing works really well for what I initially bought it for, because as a replacement for an alarm clock, it does that, and then some. I already set up the alarm, as you can see right here. It'll show I usually wake up at 5:30 on my work days, and there's some music I've been listening to. And what's cool about this is that you can actually customize this little sequence here to show certain things. Like you can disable like sports news and stuff like that. You can disable like certain entertainment articles. You can decide on what kind of music you want to show and stuff like that. And it actually plays it through this, because remember, this has built-in speakers, and listening to Alexa while using it, it's actually pretty good. It sounds a bit louder than the Echo Dot, so that's because I raised the volume quite a bit. But it definitely sounds a little better. So I can see why they integrated Alexa with this, so it's really nice. This has got a fire weather watch in my area, which it's been dry, but we should be getting rain in the weekend. I'm not sure though. But anyway, it shows the time up here, shows the temperature, shows any alarms you have set, and you got like music, Wi-Fi, which I had to set up to my actual Wi-Fi. My extenders for some reason don't work properly, so I'll have to fix that later. And it also shows like recipes and stuff, or at least like if you press on that, you can see like different recipes and stuff, which is kind of handy. I do a lot of cooking, especially these days, mainly in the Instant Pot. But yeah, it shows the current date and stuff like that. Now it flashes and stuff. I think you can customize it. You can give her all those other things, or it just shows a time. But I think with the sequence I have, it's pretty handy. Why did the pig cross the road? Let's ask her. Alexa, why did the pig cross the road?
To say, wee, all the way home.
Okay. Sounds a lot funnier than why did the chicken cross the road? So don't get turned into chicken nuggets. But anyway, yeah, you had this little... by the way, this touchscreen works, but it requires a really good press in order to actuate it. So that's something to keep in mind if you get one of these. But yeah, you can show the weather, set up a shopping list, which I don't plan on doing right now. A to-do list, so definitely would come in handy if you're a multitasker. Show movies, sports, and stuff like that, because you can watch videos and stuff on this. I imagine it's not going to be the greatest quality, but this screen here is a surprisingly good quality, at least for its intended purpose. I wouldn't be watching the Terminator on this or anything like that, but you can, so I can point it out. Oh, I also ordered a separate stand for this. A lot of these Echo devices, they have like all sorts of like official and unofficial accessories, like stands and special chargers and stuff like that. And I decided to order a special stand for this, which also has an included Type-C charging port, which would be really handy, so I can charge my phone or tablet on my end table whenever I need it. But yeah, this like I said, this requires a really good press in order to do anything. And it's still showing that, so yeah, like I said, it requires a really good press here. You can edit the tiles, stuff like that, change the size of them. Okay, might as well do some work. Alexa, go to settings.
Here's settings.
And you can do it from the actual menu. I'm still getting used to this whole thing, to, you know, get used to like how to get to the settings, how to access certain features and stuff like that. So it's gonna take me some time to get used to, but like I said, I mainly use this as a replacement for my alarm clock. So you can connect Bluetooth devices, you can connect like a separate pair of speakers on here. Though you can if you want, but I think the speakers on here are just good enough. I'm not gonna be listening to music on this or anything like that. I got my JBL speaker for that. And it shows what we're connected to. Set up your profile, set up Amazon Kids so your kids aren't watching porn on this or anything like that, or violent movies or anything like that. You set the home and clock, which you can set it to like set backgrounds or use your own photos and stuff, which I'm not gonna do. Set up the sounds, the camera, do not disturb mode. You know, you do a lot more of this than the Echo Dot, I can tell you that. But yeah, it's a really nice little device to have in the end table. I look forward to getting that separate stand so I can use it a little better. So I have a better view of it when I'm about to get up and stuff. And when I'm getting up, I can ask how the weather is or anything like that. And because it's connected to the Wi-Fi and stuff, and it automatically syncs the time, I don't have to worry about resetting the timer constantly, because with the old alarm clock, the old digital alarm clocks, sometimes the time's a little too fast. Like these clocks will say 6:05, but the alarm clock will say 6:07. So that I have to constantly like reset it to like where it's the proper time. So I can get a little annoying with those clocks. But here, no such issue. And like I said, I can set up my alarms how I want, because like most of the days I wake up at that time, but like Wednesdays I have to wake up even earlier. And yeah, it does take a little I usually constantly going through the alarms of the old clock and whatnot. But here, no such issue. And yeah, really nice to have all the different features. As I dare say, it's the best $65 I ever bought. And these normally go for around like, I want to say $90. I forgot the actual price. But like I said, this was on sale, and I decided to get what I can and get a little activity on my card, because I had plenty of reward points since I got those 2 monitors earlier, and decided to use those reward points for something a bit useful. Sage fried tofu. I'm not a big tofu person. Maybe if that was chicken, that'd be something to look forward to. But anyway, yeah, that is the Echo Show 5. Nice little device to have in the end table. And yeah, my Torella is a bit more, but for its intended purpose, what I got it for, that's it's definitely more than enough for me. Let's do more thing. Alexa, tell me a chemistry joke.
Why did the chemist ask to eat beans with a king? To learn how noble gases are formed.
Oh, God. Well, there you go. Anyway, this is Evan Kid. I'm signing out. Y'all have a good day.